Hey y'all!
Bonjour.
You're fresh off the hills of G Stream.
The hills?
The hills! Get it? Oh, that's right. So, yeah. Hey there, Skywin. Hey Gregor. Hey RB Illustrations. Michelle, how y'all doing? Daydream Noise.
Okay.
Welcome. G's still flirting around. I'm sure she will be. She ain't gonna be going far. But yes. Hello all. Welcome to Panzer Dragoon Saga. The greatest RPG that no one ever played. Hey Nickel Dime. Yes, it's very difficult to come by. This poor game. It did not get the attention it deserved. Yeah, it came out right at the end of the Soaring's life. A bit lower. Ooh, it just put him down a smidge.
Yeah, let me get my headphones.
Yeah, G's gonna be testing that stuff as well. So, yeah, I'm a big fan. It's one of my all-time favorite games, and I'm very fortunate in the fact that I actually own a copy of it. So, I hold that very, very, very dear.
Sounds seems fine to me.
Cool. So, excellent. That's good. So, we'll jump into this bad boy.
Dirty rumours.
Yeah, they've remade the first one. They're currently remaking the second game, and depending on how the sales go, Saga may get a remake as well. It is expensive. I managed to get it for the sweet low sum of £80 back in the day.
Today.
Yeah, I managed to jump on that before it hiked. So.
We do, Edge.
Ni here. Dinsländia.
Oh mate, the FMVs in this.
Mary Woost Prelidis.
Tunas cognitum lua. Quidu nostra defensio.
D.
Possetu cognitum.
The Envitus. And I will and Purgus. Devon, est Pertina.
It just keeps going up and up in value. It's nuts. If you see the cost of, the asking prices of like the American versions now, it's oof. You're looking at like $1,000 for an American copy of it.
Heck, Exceller Impelnier. Te omnio aude gescalde. Peril! Focus Misentis!
Hostis? Liquor?
And that Panzer Dragoon as well.
かつての力を失った人類は自らが生み出した遺伝子改造による生物兵器に脅かされつつ黄昏の時代を過ごしている。だが失われた文明の力を借りた帝国が出現した時から再び時代は回り始めた。帝国の手によって発掘された9世紀の兵器は人類の生存を脅かす多数の巨大生物を撃退し、再び我らの時代が来たと人々を歓喜させた。しかし力は欲望を生み、欲望は戦乱を生む。帝国と同じく9世紀の力を手に入れた周辺国家との戦争は深刻化の一途をたどった。自らの優勢を保つため帝国は9世紀の遺跡の発掘を強引に進める一方で、帝都に大規模な研究機関を設け、わずかずつではあるが古の時代の謎に迫ろうとしていた。
Probably is.
Could be, to be honest. There are some fairly big voice actors in this.
Isn't. Okay, I'm pretty sure the voice for the protagonist is the voice for. Is it Eren in Attack on Titan?
Yeah, I think so. I can't
Or,
remember.
Or Gara, I think.
Gara, I think, yeah.
Naruto.
Gara, Naruto. Same voice actor, yeah.
Tango Echo Alpha.
Roger, Roger. Ooh, apparently zombie octopus is following. Ah, thank you. How'd that come through my phone and not screen up? That's great. Ah, but these airships are powered by giant floating rocks. So, a very interesting point to know about thing to know about this game is this is obviously an RPG made by a team of people who had never made an RPG before. They had no idea what they were doing, and they kind of just winged it. So there aren't that many typical RPG tropes involved. Oh yes, very fresh.
The Nikki and some
Exactly.
He's a man with fine taste.
Oh, definitely.
Seems nice. I think he's neat.
Yeah, the FMVs were phenomenal, especially for the Saturn as well. I mean, it was mind blowing at the time. And yeah, that sound design. Oof. it's like Rey Mysterio.
Bonk.
Let's Frota Festina. Ushe Centuria Venire.
Makes a good bonk.
Yeah, pretty good on the wall. That's a pistol weapon.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a paddling.
It's a paddling. Wasted. So yeah,
Sorry.
wipe out. But yeah, this game doesn't, because obviously their lack of RPG knowledge and all that stuff, they kind of waste no time getting into it, which is actually very refreshing for an RPG. And they're just trying to fill in so much information of the world that the previous two shooter games couldn't do. Oh no.
Pialitus e crimen, nole motarsem impenia. Des diu, diolangius impenia banas, dicia dev ergaterium. Impenia ridru winter, teliu diu atrefta. Dena. Faniba crimen. Nor geskerde banyara praia teriu. Seduva escaternaus gurigu origu.
Ah yes, this. I imagine most people would be tempted to put in some kind of strange, silly name, but... And this isn't naming your character, this is the game literally asking you what your name is. And believe me, it serves its purpose. It's there for a reason. So I'm just going to slap the carpet in there, after I say no silly names, but yeah, it's weird the game just outright asks you, you know, you who controls Edge, what is your name? It's kind of strange, but there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. It is my real name. Ooh, sorry, a cup of tea.
Tango Echo Alpha.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's fine. You don't need to know my real name. I am just a carpet.
If it helps, even I'm not allowed to call him by his real name.
It sounds really weird when Georgia says my real name.
It's Chris.
Yeah, it's just not right.
Or if you go by one of our utility bills, Chris Popper.
Ah yes, Chris Popper. Real name's Rug. Oh, God. Yeah.
I wish I was joking.
Chris Popper. Chris Popper Simonti.
Hey, no, they spelt your last name right on that one.
On that one, yeah, but not no one.
At least you didn't get bone on yours. Unlike me.
Carpet pooper.
This guy's a maniac.
Why I be? People shouting outside.
早く上に戻らないと隊長たちが。
And here we go. Jumping into the gameplay. So they kind of tried to incorporate as many of the mechanics from the on-rails games as possible without actually being on rails. So you get your free movement, then you bring up your little target, so you can target things to interact. Obviously you've got to be quite close to actually pick up items and interact with things.
Is it near or is it far?
See, this one is really small. Those cows are far away. There we go, there's a finely crafted engraving of a dragon. Pretty much.
Hey, work smart, not hard.
Exactly, yeah. And we got another little cinematic. Another key point to make as well is that despite no experience with making RPGs, the ambition was great. Every single character, main character, sub-character, NPC, all of them, they all have a name, they all have some kind of story behind them, and they are all voice acted. Every single line is voice acted.
Which is kind of crazy since even current games don't do that.
Yeah. Try this new gun I just found. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know, right? That's how nuts. Yeah, that's how nuts they went with this. It's mad. Yeah. There was like literally no budget left for advertising. They blew it all on the game. Which is a large part of why the game didn't do all as well as hoped. Though it didn't help that not many people even had Sega Saturns by this time. So, I mean, by 1998, everyone gave up on it. Everyone gave up on it by 96 or 97, really. So. Yeah, exactly. Besides us, I knew one other person, the two other people that owned Saturns, but
I love the Dreamcast, Jade.
I loved all of them. I'm such a Sega fanboy, but I think the only Sega console that was ever really a success was the Mega Drive. And that was only really in Europe, well, mainly in America, but the Mega Drive still beat out Nintendo, even in Europe, funny enough, but they just, several bad decisions by Sega of America basically doomed the Saturn from the get-go. Oh yeah, and Brazil love the Master System. I've been tempted to buy a Brazilian Master System 3 many times. I think in Brazil, on the Mega Drive, they actually had a port of Duke Nukem. Can you imagine that, Duke Nukem running on the Mega Drive? That's just incredible. How indeed. Free flight, woo! Do a barrel roll, whee! So yeah, you get the same like targeting thing coming on, so you can target items and whatnot. Awesome. Yeah, I went proper out the way to get myself an old CRT TV, which is
It's not in shop, but it's
not in
here.
shop, but it's there. Big old box, which I've got like my Saturns, both the Saturns, my UK and Japanese ones. I got my UK and Japanese PS2, Dreamcast, a lot, Mega Drive. I could set up a museum of the stuff I've got, I think. Yeah. No encounters in the first area. Just to get you adjusted to the flight.
Yeah, it's all about having space for a CRT TV.
Yeah, they are pretty chunky. As we know. Boards. Yeah, our CRT is right next to the old big TV behind me. Just all set up in there, because why not? Watch big sensor. Yeah, a good CRT is getting very difficult to obtain these days anyway. Most of them have got picture issues or they're just naff. Really, to be honest.
It's rubbish.
It's rubbish. Ooh. So back at the dig site. There's some items hidden around here somewhere. There is a Dingy's chip. It's my captain, but grab that item first.
Taichou!
生きてたのか。よく無事で。
隊長、
早く行け。奴らは谷に沿って北へ向かってる。あの男、クレイメンたちを追え、本物の帝国軍が来る前に。
クレイメン？誰なんです、そいつは。それに、なんで追わなきゃならないんです。
帝国の特務部隊、黒い艦隊を率いる男の話を聞いたことがある。おそらくは奴が。
Not quite. He's on the
His back
verge.
protected him.
こう見れば帝国は俺
I
た
mean,
ち
that
の
armor didn't do him a lot of good. He's got 2 holes straight through it, but
発掘物を奪
His
回
back
する
protected him.
お前の生き延びる方法はない。胸のポケット。そうだ。
oh god, yeah. Like is it like a Sony a Trinitron? That's the kind of, I know a lot of retro enthusiasts go for those, and they are big bucks.
隊長！くそ！
I like his beanie too.
クレイメンめ！
His beanie kept him alive until he met Edge again.
Told you the hat.
Damn.
Nice.
That's a bit of a bargain for one of them. Right. Your handy dandy about. That's pretty good at that. Yeah, I was gonna say back then, yeah, that would have been alright. People were just trying to get rid of them back then, weren't they? With this new fad of LCD and plasma. Aerial piece of crap. Nut. So, I can now get into random battles here, and the colour of the radar indicates battle chance, essentially. So it defaults at blue, goes to yellow, and then red. When it's in red, you're pretty much on the door of a battle, about to go into a fight. Yeah, I got mine pretty late. Yeah, so I got my little flat, my first little flat panel. Not long after Metal Gear Solid 4 came out. So I remember playing through that on my little TV VHS combo unit. Check out these mine shafts. Some Healy items. Whee! Nice jump. Field map. Just destroy everything. There we go. So this battle system is something which is pretty unique to this day, I think. Again, in the spirit of trying to capture, the essence of Panzer Dragoon, which is an on-rail shooter, pretty much all of the fights have you moving forwards, but you can spin around, you can move around your opponents in a 360 degrees. You can see the little radar in the center of the screen right at the bottom. If you're in the green section, that means you're safe and the enemy can't harm you, but if you're in the red means it's the areas where they can attack you from. But as well as you being able to move around, they can also move around you, which means the battles can get quite frantic at times, but these things are pretty much harmless. You've also got like for example the 3 gauges down at the bottom, which means you can have three turns basically. Each action uses up one of the gauges, or once you've unlocked special attacks you can use 2 or even all 3 of them to do specials. So you can attack with Edge's gun, or you can use the Dragon's lasers. So if I use the gun here, you can target which enemy you want. So if I go for this one, boom, that uses up 1 gauge. As long as you remain stationary, the gauges will replenish. Whilst you're moving, they won't. So if you attack with the dragons, if I attack with the dragon's lasers, boom. Not as powerful as Edge's concentrated shots, but you can hit more enemies at once. So. And you are ranked. I think it's purely based on the speed of the fight. So the quicker you win, the better the rank you get. Just look onto one of the fans there. I guess I could explain that as well. So basically, that 6 green dots, that's a laser rank. You need to be end game dragon rank to be able to shoot at those fans. Has turned the fans off, meaning I can get back, meaning I can continue through. However, more enemies now populate the area, because that's the whole point of the fans, really keep them out. Ooh, these are bad boys. So the transparent areas on the radar are where the enemy can attack you, but it's sort of like a weaker attack. So the red zone, they'll use their strongest moves. It's transparent. They just use weaker moves because it's not their preferred direction, essentially. Great fight.
Good game.
Oh, and worth noting, if I go into the options here, this game does offer a fully 3D bestiary on all your defeated enemies, along with information, weight, weight, width, items they can drop, experience. As well as the best rank you've got whilst fighting them. So you can see all these lovely 3D models in all their splendor. And little fun fact, if you have a controller plugged into port 2, you can press a combination of buttons which brings up a color palette so you can change around all their colors, which is pretty cool. Another screen which comes in, you'll see a lot of this particular screen as well, you'll see a lot of it later on. So it displays your dragon type, in my case it's the base type, and its basic stats: attack, defense, spirituality and agility. You can view the dragon here. Once you get to a certain point in the game, this screen will be frequently visited for reasons I will not spoil too much until then, because it's really pretty awesome. Well. That one. Thank you very much. Coming to the rescue. Aww. Canyon Deep Gulch. That one, thank you. We have a banned airship. So it's got the same. Hell yeah. I'm joining the big leagues. Take a break, guys. Could there be more dragons? Maybe. Two of them, lovely. Yeah. Go straight in for the back fight. There we go. See, these guys, they'll just move straight from back to front. Rather than move around you, they'll play dirty and just go straight through you, basically. which means you got to keep on your toes, manoeuvring around them whilst they manoeuvre right back again. Level up. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. It's oh well, at least you've heard of it. At least you've heard of it. That's good. It's a beautiful game. Could have been. I wouldn't surprise me if it was me. Gelata urchins. See, this is where we introduce you to the weak point. Usually on a lethal side of an enemy, funnily enough. But attack it for massive damage. Now here we have the giant enemy crab. So that Dyne there, that's the in-game currency. D-Y-N-E. No dime for you. Yeah. Bowder Queen. This is a fixed fight. This always happens when you fight two of them. And he keeps giving birth to all these wretched little Bowders as well. Thank you. Just want to try and avoid hanging around the Bowders for too long, so keep moving. Keep moving. Wait for them gauges to fill up. Definitely not one for arachnophobes, that. Great fight. Yes, it is. A secret passage under the waterfall. The original two Panzer Dragoons are very similar to Lilac Wars. Very similar. In fact, dare I say, I think Lilac Wars probably took some inspiration from Panzer Dragoon, which Panzer Dragoon took inspiration from the original Super Nintendo Star Fox. But yeah, and this is basically the big-timey RPG based on those rail shooters. And they try to incorporate as much of that kind of shooter style into the battle system to try and make it as Panzer Dragoon-y as possible. I think they did a pretty damn good job, because you just don't see that anymore. Oh look, fish! Boom! Boom! It interacts with the fish. Not that it does anything, but radar's flashing. Let's get into a fight. Open the fight. There we go. There we go. Do a barrel roll! We got ourselves a berserk. Look at that.
What's that?
Berserks are essentially the special attacks.
Okay.
So say I guess like the game's magic essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your Edge uses his gun to shoot single targets. The dragon uses its lock-on lasers to attack multiple targets. But then the dragon can also use berserks, which essentially the game's magic system. For a variety of different things, you have this defensive berserks, offensive or healing abilities.
Okay.
And typically, obviously, very RPG fashion, you learn them out as you level up, but there's also a couple of hidden ones about there as well, around as well. Depending on how you treat your dragon, for example, you could actually learn a new berserk. Because we all know that a good game is where you can pet your dragon. So
You can pet the dragon?
you can pet the dragon.
Oh,
Yes.
guys!
Yes. When you go to your camp, you can pet your dragon.
Can I ask, why didn't you advertise that sooner?
Perhaps I should have called this stream "How to Pet Your Dragon."
Next time. Next time. That's all I want to know about a game.
Yeah. Yeah. You can pet the dragon and you can name him as well. So.
What are you going to name it?
I don't know. Maybe I can let the stream decide that. Let the stream chat decide that. Excellent. Oh yeah.
So, yeah, you want to start a game, like, you get a dragon? Cool. You can pet the dragon.
Yeah, exactly. I can't give away all the secrets right from the get-go. I mean, this game does have a lot to offer, and I'm thrilled to bits that I'm able to, in this wondrous age of streaming, able to share it with everyone.
Yeah, honestly, same. I was trying to maintain my cool with streaming Golden Sun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, for a machine that was constantly put down for not being able to do 3D when it quite evidently was able to do it. Sure, it couldn't have done it as well as the PlayStation did in many cases, but for what these teams managed to get out of the Saturn was nothing short of phenomenal, to be honest. Yeah. We all know the biggest crime is Sega just forgetting the game exists. Though to be fair, they did recently post about the 24th anniversary of the game releasing in Japan, so I think that this game is 24 years old. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, we were always a pretty straight Sega family. So, we didn't have, I didn't have a PlayStation until a lot later.
I was the PlayStation family, but prior to that, all I had was Game Boy, like OG. I think
Game Gear? If you had a Game Gear, why didn't I know about that? It used like 6 AA batteries and lasted about half an hour.
I had another handheld thing, but obviously it wasn't mine, but and obviously your PC game.
This big bad. See, you can't get all the way around this guy because he's always got his one side of him is always against the wall, and his weak points are always behind him, and he moves very quickly around you. Laser. Yeah, not quite strong. Oh, totally destroying that butt. He's angry now.
Oh.
And yeah, they're see, he's really getting fast at trying to track me now. See, so I'm trying to get around him to try and get back to the green area, but he's really going for it. Alright, let's use a berserk. So you've got different classes. Extra, well, it starts off with your attack, spiritual, defense, and agility class. You get the full gauge, which are the specials. They require all 3 gauges to use an extra class, which is various different bonus kind of specials. But so okay. Acorn, oh my god, I remember that. Master System, yeah, that's where we started off with the Master System mainly. And my dad brought, well, my dad's cousin gave it to us, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I did have a Super Nintendo for a little while. Much damage now whilst he's still firmly embedded in the wall. Uh-oh, charging again. Unconscious. Though we are going to have to use an item, I think. Heal up. Yeah, there's a nice variety in the old consoles there.
Mine was very stuck with PlayStation, the Game Boy lineage, as it were. So, yeah, very hard locked into Sony home console, Nintendo portable.
Yeah, good fight. Me. Oof, there we go. Yeah, we're always Sega boys, and then And my brother bought a GameCube when that came out. And after that he bought an Xbox 360. Now, I did have an original Xbox. But kind of just jumped ship to PlayStation after that.
あんたのドラゴンなのか？僕のってわけじゃない。なぜか言うことは聞いてくれるんだけど。
God damn, I love the dragon design in this game. It just really intrigues me that the wings are behind the legs.
Oh yeah.
帝国と戦うだって。まさかお前もクレイメンの？
ちょっと待てよ。人違いだって。クレーメンのなんかじゃない。俺はシーカーだ。
シーカー？洞窟集団の？
おいおい、人聞きが悪いな。俺たちが洞窟者なら帝国だってそうさ。あの宝の山が奴らのもんだって誰が決めた？
そのシーカーのあんたがなぜこんなところに？
仲間との合流地点に向かってたんだが、近道をしてたらあいつに襲われてな。助かったよ。で、ついでと言っちゃなんだが、俺をそこまで運んでくれないか。いや、何、そう遠くはない。カイナスの村って言って、ここのすぐ南さ。そんなに警戒すんなよ。一人旅には慣れてないんだろ。力になるぜ。
わかった。だけどその村に行くだけだ。
ああ、十分。ああ、自己紹介があったな。俺の名はガッシュ。本名はスキアド・オプス・ガッシュって言うんだが、ああ、ガッシュでいい。こう見えてもこの辺りの情報には詳しいんだ。遺跡のこと、構成生物のこと、何だって教えてやるぜ。
He basically serves as our guide. And here we have our world map. You can head back to basically anywhere you've been freely. You can also bring up the route that Kramer's fleet is advancing, so you can see where he is essentially in relation to your current position, which is pretty cool. You get more factions added onto that advance as the game progresses, which is always pretty cool. So we'll head over to the village of Canis. Pardon me. Yeah, it's fair. Best way, really. You go where the games are.
Mm-hmm.
ここもやられたのか。
やられた？
構成生物、あの化け物どもさ。だが、なんで突然。
Should probably put my phone on silent.
Probably.
俺はこの辺りを調べてくる。悪いが、もう一晩だけ付き合ってくれ。
Yeah, we didn't really do much of the old trade-in stuff.
Oh god, no, I didn't.
I mean, I didn't want to mess around with that kind of stuff myself at the age as I was, so it's just down to whatever we got lucky with come Christmas for the most part. It wasn't until I started college really where I was able to invest in my own consoles and play around with trade-ins and all that.
I I think I only started trading in stuff after I met you. I didn't know it was really a thing.
Yeah, it isn't. We didn't do it very often. There was a time when I used to trade a lot of games in, but usual trader's remorse came back to bite me in the ass.
The amount of times this man has rebought a game he's traded in is not worth counting.
Yeah, exactly. So I try to avoid trading in much these days. There are a couple of games that I'd happily trade on, but I've got a nice selection now which aren't going anywhere. But that's a very good deal. Trade one Game Boy game for another for four quid or so. Yeah, that was it when we trade stuff in just to try and get a couple of quid off of a new game or something.
Yeah, 隊長にはクレーメンを追えって言われた。だけどそうじゃなくても隊長やみんなの敵を撃ちたい。
That's pretty cool. Keep it level. I think there was a dude like that at the market we used to go to over in Burnham and Highbridge car boot sale. There's a huge market that was. There's always a chap there, he always had some great games and stuff. A big tent full of them. But quite a lot of our games from there actually. Alright. So there's just nothing really drawing you to them, or is it more just you a PC game? Play many PC games or anything these days? Yeah, fair.
それ以上は言えんな。そのクレーメンってやつは砂漠へ向かったぜ。
Switch is just so handy.
Yeah, Switch is very handy to have.
I'm a very strong advocate for the portable consoles.
Mm.
So it means I can play in bed.
Cyberpunk, yeah. I bought that on my PS5 and I've got about 2 hours gameplay clocked into it since the deck came out. I just completed the prologue bit and I thought, nah. I mean, I might go back to it at some point, but for now, yeah. Probably wait till the big PS5 patch comes out in like 100 years time or something. So yeah, this is the camp. You can come back here as often as you like. You can. Oh, should I give him a name or just call him Dragon? No, we shall name him.
Good.
Oh, Mass Effect trilogy, yeah. To be honest, that may actually be a good starting point for me.
I want to get that.
I'm going to sound criminally insane now. I've never actually played the Mass Effect games.
I've only ever played a bit of 2, which you saw.
Oh yeah, that's funny. So yeah, that'd be kind of cool to play through them.
I'm very picky with sci-fi, I find.
Yeah, sci-fi has to be just right. But everyone talks big about the Mass Effect, so. Oh my god, there's one with a helmet. Good grief. Oh, they're continuing that trend, are they? Oh yeah, get the collector's edition, but there's no game. I think one of the Halo games did that. My brother, my youngest brother, is a big Halo fan, and I think there was one of the special editions, a big collector's edition he bought, like a big statue or something of whatever, but there's just no game. And it's like, oh, great. Yeah, the 1-to-1 scale helmet's pretty cool. As long as it, when it arrives, it's not made out of cheap, like, Halloween mask plastic. But at least it ain't Bethesda and their Fallout debacle, eh? So guys, I'm naming the dragon. What should we name the dragon?
How many characters can you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You have up to 15 characters.
Could I recommend Chad Radical?
Chad Radical. So, Blaze, Puff, yeah. So Blaze, Puff, Chad Radical.
Or Chad Rad?
Rad Chad. Pete, Stinky. There's quite a few different names you can use. Good for a dragon, but Chunk, Snoot, Boot the Snoot. I do quite like Snoot.
Absolute Snoot.
Absolute Snoot.
What's the dragon
What's
guy?
the dragon guy?
You need a bit more than that.
Yeah. Called in.
Dragon Quest.
I do not know. Dr. Agon.
Who did that?
Gregor.
I like Dr. Agon.
That is pretty cool.
Gotta give him a title.
But no, I'm quite partial to Snoot. I quite like that. But Dr. Agon is really cool. I think that may be a winner.
Hey, they got their PhD, MD, whatever.
Yeah. Dr. Agon.
Yeah.
That's gonna be it, I think.
Nice.
He's got his dragon PhD.
We don't know what he specialises in, but we just know he's a doctor.
Does he like it? Yeah.
Of course. Why wouldn't he be happy with being a doctor?
Love it.
I'm gonna put on.
Dragon is happy. Are you really?
Did you want your food put on? Are you okay for now?
I'm right for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers. Cool. Right. So now we gotta talk. I think he quite like the classics. No, she'd never. No, she. Nah. Always a jumper. There's always a jumper there.
ああ、俺も連れてってくれよ。実はここで仲間と会った後、砂漠の向こうで別のシーカーと合流するはずだったんだ。だけど、一人で砂漠越えはできないし。な、頼むぜ。ありがたい。その代わり、砂漠の越え方は俺が教えてやる。大丈夫。任せときなって。
Right, so we need to know about crossing the Garil Desert.
砂漠は地下を通って越える。それがシーカーの鉄則だ。
Game will not let me
砂漠の
continue
構成生物は
unless I
地
ask
上
him
に住ん
about
で
this
る。
desert.
地下を通るってどうやって？
方法はいろいろあるぜ。ワームの抜け穴、オアシスの水脈、ガリル砂漠ならでかい地下遺跡もある。
I'm good, mate. But there you go. We're
ひでえ
better
国
off
だぜ、あそこは。
people in the chat. Just to
9世紀の
information.
力で無敵の軍隊を作りやがった。最初は構成生物相手に戦ってたんだが、そのうち他の国を攻め出してな。今じゃ大陸のほとんどが帝国の領土さ。ドラゴンか？辺境じゃ神様の使いってことになってるぜ。帝国は逆に目の敵にしてる。
そうなのか？
ああ、連中ドラゴンにはやられっぱなしだからな。
Yeah,
ドラゴン同士の戦いに巻き込まれて、帝都の半分が焼けちまったこともあるそうだ。9世紀か。辺境じゃ神の時代だなんて言われてるが、実際はどうだか分かったもんじゃねえ。考えてもみろ。構成生物も米国軍の武器も、もともと9世紀の連中が作ったもんなんだぜ。随分物騒な神様じゃねえか。
僕は遺跡の発掘所を警備してたんだけど、遺跡のことはよく知らないんだ。
It's a veritable
英国の連
fountain
中
of
だって似た
knowledge.
ようなもんさ。
I love it.
手当たり次第に掘り返してるだけだ。だから時々偉いことになる。
えらいことってどんな？
眠った遺跡が目覚めちまうんだよ。目覚めた遺跡は何をするかわからん。
Hello, we do.
下手すりゃ
I'm just
国一つ
having a
滅ぼしかねないのさ。
on here, seeing how things are going. Ooh, 31 followers. Lovely.
Check you out.
あ
Yeah.
いつらも9世紀文明の
That's
残り
what
物
I
だ。
Gee, do I ever not wear a jumper?
We've, yeah, like,
特に数が多い場所は
lives in them.
I live in
Just like, yeah,
jumpers.
as I said, just lives in them.
We live in a very cold house.
Yeah,
どうして人間を襲うのか。
big gaps in the windows and all sorts. It's
多分戦の道具だったんだ
And
ろ
I
う。
just, yeah.
でなけれ
I
ば
like
人間様に
feeling
恨みがある
cozy.
Pardon me.
シーカーって一体何者なんだ？
に
そう
そっと呼ばわりしてくれや
Very
構わ
one
ん
that's
ぜ。
初めて
19,
会った時のこと
You're
謝る
19
よ。
followers away.
19 followers away from hitting up the old,
言って言って。
the old
もともと俺たちは嫌われ者なんだ。
nice.
神の領域を荒らすバチ当たりってわけさ。
Do I jump in the
実
summer?
際は
I try to.
何
Yes.
I genuinely do try to.
?9 世紀
I
が
just
神の
think
時代だって
jumpers are
話だ
neat.
よ。大抵
Jumpers
の
are
連中がそう
swell.
信じてるかな。あれはもっと恐ろしいもんだ。
Oh, yeah. Completely irrelevant, but Peach Saliva, she's going to be streaming some more Dark Souls 3 today.
Nice.
So,
How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Right, let's ride. Oh yeah. Gonna get all sorts of cool stuff.
Have to make like a fancy hair panda badge or something.
Mm. Right, so here we are in the desert. We've got our guest saddling up with us, and we be looking for underground tunnels.
Edgy, 赤いやつが群れのボスだ。
We can just target the red one. There are a lot of enemies. Just like the green. And he is anti-laser, which means you have to use Edge's handgun to shoot it. Boom. So yeah, some enemies can be anti-laser as well as being anti-shot as well. So, which definitely adds another layer to the combat. Yeah, sometimes you can just let loose a load of lasers and go, ah, they're just bouncing off. Yeah, if you actually target at an enemy with the handgun in particular, it does actually say anti-shot. But for the anti-laser ones, you kind of have to just stumble upon them and go, ah, okay. Worms. It's Dune all over again.
赤いワームか。珍しいな。
Now they open up the tunnels for us. There it is. Point in the back. I'll move around me. Lots of great enemy designs and variations and whatnot. Just flying around. And I love the trick there they've done, where they've got the wall, you know, the draw distance clearly isn't great, but they've got that background skybox image which is textured exactly the same as the canyon walls. So when you're flying, it looks like you're seeing the wall, and it looks like they've got the draw distance going on forever, but it's just a clever trick. Stuff I have to do. Explore this lovely tunnel. Yeah, you go eat. Thank you very much. It's great having you here. Thank you.
Go munch.
Bye. Nice. Bye-bye.
Bye. See what we can deserve some of these bathrooms. Try the energy prison. Not great. Good fight. Right, so we are looking for baby worm.
そうか。エチ、ここはワームの巣だ。奴らは危害を加えなきゃおとなしいもんだ。ワームとじゃれてないで先を急ごうぜ。
Must be HP. Oh, cool.
このコブ、まさかズースか。
ズースなんだ？
見てればわかる。
It's like a giant sun
Crimson.
disc.
こいつも構成生物なのか？どうやって戦えばいいんだこんなやつ。
弱点がどこかに隠されてる。撃てば赤く光るはずだ。そこを集中攻撃すれば倒せる。頼んだぞ、エイジ。
There's no safe spot for this bad boy. He's just great. But every time you damage him, there you go, weak spot.
あれが弱点だ。
Because the weak point will actually eventually move around if I'm not quick enough. There we go. Excellent. New Berserk. Love it. We've got the special red worm to come back. Ooh.
Eiji, 見てみろ。
あれが抜け穴？
そうだ。ちょうどいい。後を追いかけようぜ。
Yes, indeedy. Let's give it a go. Oh, pardon me. Big desert. Clean your face for items first. Use the gun here again. Much easier. Lots of items.
気をつけろ。
Ooh, pleasure.
奴は撃った方向に確実に反撃してくるぞ。
Get out of it. Get up and go. These things. God, he keeps calling more in. Just aim straight for him. Boom. Distressed worm.
ワームの妖精を助けんのか？構成生物なんだ、ほっときゃいいのによ。
いいじゃないか。人助けみたいなものだし。
Yeah. Help the worms out, they'll help you out. Why thanks? Yeah, I'll check that now. Why not? Secret worm family passage. Oh, a molar, I believe. is. Yeah. An attachment for my handgun. 20% increase in power. The babby worms. Gotta protect the babby worms. So let's go grab where items are left around here. Gotta go play around with some ruins. I'm going to shoot these plants because I think one of them. There it is, that apple. Kuo pollen. Lovely. That'll come in handy later. Nice little secret item.
Edgy! 赤いやつが胸のボスだ。
Yes, thank you, Dash. I just blow these things to keep them calm. Wasted. Can't even do anything with that one just yet.
Dash! あれがオアシス。
ああ。だけど水脈への入り口が9世紀の遺物に塞がれてるな。
Yes, save.
点滅し始めた。他の遺物に同調したんだ。どっかであれと同じような形をした遺物が作動を始めたはずだ。そいつを探そうぜ。
So now we need to find the other ruin pieces. I'll do it then. My new improved gun. Swing back around that way. Good fight level up. Nice. Is there no ruin? I think it's where I came from. Okay. So we need... there it is. Ooh, hoppers. Pretty short work of their weak points. Excellent.
音がしなかったか。
What was that noise? Oh no, just the sound of a ruin exploding. Is that the only one? Oh, that's the only one. Ah, yes, it was the only one. Right, okay, we'll save that. Because big boss time. And I'm going to just take a very quick break. I'll be back in just a few moments. Toodaloo. I'm back. I hope everyone is enjoying thus far. Because we are going to make our first major piece of progression right now. So I better make sure I'm all good to go for it. Quick save action. Into the pits we go. At least I think this is the pit. there's a big bad coming up somewhere, but maybe through the next area. Yeah, okay. So we got this place to go through, and then it's the big bad. Radar's going nuts.
Edgy! 赤いやつが群れのボスだ。
Yes, gosh, thank you. The Holy Sphere. Ah, great fun. Any items? Nope. Wait a minute. Strider scavengers. Oh, I'm surprised they got an excellent now. Really? Fair enough. Hmm.
やつは背中が弱点だ。よく狙えよ。
It's hard to say which is the back's rig, because you would have thought that would be the front, what I'm aiming at, but yeah, here we go. This is the area I was thinking. Okay. Great fight. Level up again. Ooh, enemy activity around here is pretty high. Oh god, we're passing that swing. the central area first and investigate the ruins itself. Which means we've gotta find a way to get rid of D Unit 04. I'll probably explain what those are. They are they're called D units, but it means dragon unit. So, and if I'm not mistaken, there are 12 of them hidden around the game. And if you find all 12 of them at the end, you can go to a secret area at the end of the game where you can get an additional dragon form, which is essentially the blue dragon from the first Panzer Dragoon game. It's like a little bonus.
あとは地下をまっすぐ飛ぶだけだ。気楽に行こうぜ。
Before we go in there, see if there's any other items here. Because now I know for sure there is a big boss in there, so. Here we go.
Sugoi. 地下にこんな空洞があるなんて。なんだこの青いやつは。
廃州？おかしいな。この規模の遺跡ならもっとまともなやつがいるはずだ。まあいい。さっさと片付けて先を急ごうぜ。
Yeah, just kill it, why not? Why not? Completely useless, pathetic creature. Can't even do any damage to it. And here it comes. There we go, now you do damage to it. Snagged on. So, this is a big nasty boss. There's several different forms, all of which are very painful. So let's try and stay out of his danger zone. I can and will take a lot of damage from him. God damn it. See when he does this is, no matter where you are, he'll hit you with this one. And there you go, see? He switches out forms, so these nasty little parasites here. Get rid of them. See, and he'll, whenever you go around to his front end now, he'll just try and keep moving it out of the way. And there you go, so you can't use your shot to target him. The moment you bring your gun up, he covers himself. Cheeky git. The enemies are smart, so I use a spear on them. Cheeky using another spear. He's the grenade hill. He's got a huge health bar now. Oops. Thank you. Surprised isn't any worse than that. It's fights like this that really show off the manoeuvring in these fights. Manoeuvring is probably just as important as attacking itself is. So. Oh, God. Eesh. Ooh, yeah, nearly died though. Just a great fight. But wait, what's this? Dragon upgrade. That defense.
境に応じた変形能力か。
Oh yeah.
やっぱりこいつは。いや、なんでもない。それより早いと
So that's
地上に
not
戻ろう
slick
ぜ。
there, eh, Gash?
遺跡の出口は目の前だ。じゃあ、ここから一人で行く。おかげでなんとか生き延びられそうだ。シーカーってのは冷たいやつが多くてな。約束の時間までに着かなかったやつは死んだことにされちまうのさ。ああ、そうだ。そいつを持って東に飛びな。そこにキャラバンがいるはずだ。それを見せれば力になってくる。まあ、ドラゴンを隠していったらの話だけどな。短い間だったが面白かったぜ。またお互い生きていたらどっかで会おう。
I'll hold you to that, Gash. I'll hold you to that. Right then, Dragon. Dr. Dragon. Himself a nice little stretch. How you doing, buddy? You growing up? Pet him! Pet him now! Yeah. Right. He's a doctor, you know. Right, now this. Back to this screen which I came to earlier. As you can see, he's now shows his name nicely there at the bottom and the stats, but if I move the D-pad around, ooh, I can morph my dragon to anything I want to make my dream combination of stats. You can go full on defense, full on agility, you can max out his spirituality, or you can go for maximum attack, or you can try and even it out. I can have pretty much bang on maximum attack and maximum agility at the cost of defense and spirituality. You can do the same with spiritual and agility, defense and spirituality, or go for an absolute unit with attack and defense, or anywhere in between. This, yeah, the real-time dragon morphing is just really cool, and you can do this in the middle of battle as well. So if the battle is going a bit awkward, change out. You can literally just change your dragon stats as and when. I do quite like the full-on attack and as close to attack and agility as possible. I think that's a pretty cool look. And there he is. Woo! Hey, how you feeling? You know what? Let's let him have a. Oh, I can't wait till nightfall. That's a shame. Let's go and check out the caravan. Which is very close by, convenient. And here we go. Nice little hunting caravan.
あ、新しいハンターだね。俺たちと一緒に来るんだろ？
いや、そういうわけじゃないけど。
なんだ、つまんねえの。まあいいや。俺、遠隔ってんだ。よろしくな、ハンターの兄ちゃん。
How you doing? This is the shop.
代金を払いに来たのかい？帝国の金なんかこっちからお断りだよ。もうろくなもん。
Yep. Fine, sure. Let's speak to the elder first. Oh, wrong turn. Oh well.
今度は何しに来たんだい？ちょいと、うちの娘に何するつもりだい？
No, steady on, steady on. Do anything. Judgy people.
あんたもさっきの奴らの仲間か？そのペンダントをなんだガッシュの仲間か。わしはまたさっきの奴らかと。
Yeah.
なら話は別だ。とりあえず座ってくれ。クレイメンか。ガッシュのやつ、たまに誰かよこしたと思えば、いつも面倒を持ち込みやる。まったく。クレイメンかどうかは知らんが、それらしいのなら3日ほど前に来た。
本当に？
薬や武器を強奪して生きよった。皆が殺気立っておるのはそのせいだ。奴らなら北へ禁止区域へ向かっていったよ。
禁止区域？
この北に重力の嵐が吹き荒れてる地域がある。9世紀の遺跡があるらしいんだが、自由に飛行することが難しくて帝国軍も近づけない。
It really is,
噂じ
isn't
ゃ
it?
見たことのない高生生物も出るらしいんで、
They got some great
禁
names
止
in
区
there.
域と呼ばれておる。まあ、放っておいたって奴らも高生生物どもにやられるってことだ。
それでも僕は行きます。クレイメンにせめて一撃でも加えたい。
わしらにも事情がある。あんたをそこへ連れて行くことはできんが、まあ、できる限りのことはしよう。バイカーにとっておきの武器を売るように言っておく。奴なら
His secret
9
stash.
世紀のことも多少は知ってる。見た目はともかく中身は頼りになるやつだからな。
ありがとう。
礼はいい。ただ、もし生きて帰ってこられたら、禁止区域で拾ったものをわしらに売ってくれんか。武器や薬が足りんのだ。
Cheers, mate. Night time, nice. Into the bad mountain shop again. There we go. Ah, I've already got one of those. Don't really need the money at the moment. I suppose it won't hurt, so buy 2 of those.
何かあったらまた寄ってくれよ。
Thank you. Thank you for being nice to me. Right, that's me. We'll head back to the camp. How you doing? Oh no! Breathe life into it. That's rough. Good old Dragon. Dr. Dragon. I'll wait until the morning so he gets a nice night's sleep. Feeling good? Yeah. So we are now heading. Oh, Kramen's expanding. Going to the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, I'm good with that. So the key here is to get all these items, these objects. Oop, stuck on it. Back into the center unit. Wow, that was fun. I believe these are some pure breed monsters here. Yeah. Be able to dodge my lasers, but you can't dodge my gun. Level 8. Love the trippy water effect. Soaring working its infinite plane magic thing. Impervious from behind. Still got an excellent video. Find these lovely things. Let's save. Love a nice excellent. Get more money and no XP. They give you way too much power with this dragon morphing. Having that kind of control over your stats it's crazy, but I love it at the same time. Yeah. Break it big time. I mean, if it's not that evident already, this game isn't the most difficult of games. Again, probably down more due to the inexperience of the team behind it. They just wanted to put out a good, the best story that they could with the hardware they had and the world they had. So they didn't really know how to properly balance the game difficulty-wise, really. But hey, I ain't complaining. thing is though, because the way I've balanced my dragon now, maximum attack and maximum agility, he's a bit like wet tissue. If I get hit, I'm going to take some pretty rough damage. Like that. It's not too bad coming from the common enemies, but when you get to there are a lot of bosses in this game, which I guess is kind of typical for an RPG. There's a lot of big bads, and that's where the real kind of difficulty comes from. There's a one big boss. I think it's I can't remember whether it's in disc 2 or disc 3. You're essentially fighting off an entire fleet, and you're in like an Imperial installation which is on high alert, and the enemies just keep coming. And I think there's a time limit as well. So, oh, glass cannons for the win. We're a skill, isn't it? Area, you basically fight 2 bosses in a row, but the second boss you fight the theme song for that boss to this day. Oof. It's just one of those, you know. Lots of level up. Gauges to fill up faster.
Well, welcome back. I've returned. I am here. What did I miss?
You missed the first dragon transformation, which has now allowed me to, in real time, morph my dragon to various different types and to alter its stats to my liking. I've come out of the desert, I've been to a caravan full of hunters and whatnot. I'm now in the Forbidden Zone, which should hopefully lead me closer to where the Crayman is. However, I'm gonna do me a save. Successive sequence of fights now.
クレイメン艦隊。追いついた。ドラゴン型構成生物を確認。
何そんなバカな。南門各員第一種戦闘配備。
God, I love the airship design in this. They're just so cool. Shouldn't have moved there really. I'm going up to here. Come on in, Arwen. Yeah, and some things like this guy here, if you stay in his blind spot or his green zone for too long, he can open up a new mode of attack, which, like that, it's homing line. Which if you stay there, he'll just plop that off on you. Swing back around now. See, another one. Get out of it. This fight is very reminiscent of the first boss from Panzer Dragoon 1 when you're fighting the airship on the...
いつでも行けます。
よし、上昇上昇。
Quick with them homing mines. Full gauge guns, assault wing. That's a bit better.
誘導爆雷再装填それ
副砲充電完了しました。
よし高度を下げろ。
excellent as well. Laser storm and escape. Go on, Edge, get him.
クレイメンはやつはどこだ。
愚か者め、私はおとりに過ぎん。閣下は今頃塔に。お前はあの時の。よくここまで追ってきたものだ。だがそれもここで終わりだ。あとは彼女か。
彼女。
She? Oh, this is bringing up all the goosebumps now. Absolutely.
僕は君と戦うつもりはない。
あの人の敵は私の敵。それだけだ。
あの人、クレイメンのことか。くそ、戦うしかないのか。なぜクレイメンの味方をする。
答える必要はない。
Amazing, I love the atoll. Hey, welcome back. Nice. Keep that bad boy freshened up. Oh, shite. So yeah, this massive ancient atoll dragon is obviously another dragon, which they all awoken roughly about the same sort of time, and all connected and linked to a certain prophecy in the ancient towers and whatnot. When Azar was found in the mines, the dragon was awoken with her. But damn, this goddamn music. Oh, I love it.
まだ完全に目覚めていないのか。仕方がない。
To be continued. What's this? And yeah, would you believe it or not, that is the end of disc 1.
Bloody hell.
Disc 1 is the shortest disc, unlike many other RPGs where it's usually the last disc. Disc 1 and disc 4 are fairly short-ish quite simply because of the amount of FMV sequences in them. So huge amounts of cutscenes, all the voice acting, it's a whole data hog.
Damn.
But yeah, the game isn't actually as long as you would have thought, considering it's on 4 discs, but there you go. But you do get to see some really cool artwork. I mean, look at that. I love it. It's gorgeous.
That's fantastic.
Mm.
I love the greens.
Mm. It's really nice. But anyway, I will just pop open the disc tray anyway. It's a lovely Saturn BIOS screen. I will change over to disc 2. I will close it again. Yeah, multi-disc games, there's just something about them. Just great. You knew you had something special on your hands. So that's the Forbidden Zones cleared for now. So, but what we'll do is we'll go to camp. Yeah, no worries. I'm going to be finishing up now anyway, so no problem. I'm glad you swang by. This is a good stopping point. So, oh, of course, you know, with my actual discs, you know, yeah, genuine. But no, yeah, thanks all for stopping by. It's been fun. I'm going to give my dragon a little rest. I shall save up and till the next time. It's been great. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So yeah, that's all saved and good to go, and we'll pick up from here. I'll Twitter it. For those who want to know, it's just Twitter as @CarpetChan. It's on the bios and stuff. So yeah, cool. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been great playing this game again. Just love it. Big part of my childhood, so no problem at all. Glad to have you here, Gregor. And to everyone else who's watching, thank you very much. It's been awesome. If you haven't already, drop us a follow. Much appreciated. Cheers. Thank you for everyone who has followed. I think I've gained 1 or 2 or 3 followers maybe, but my mini feed isn't updating or changing, so I don't know who. Sorry, but thank you ever so much if you have, and thank you ever so much if you do follow. It's much appreciated. So cool. Till the next time. Take care of yourselves. Have fun. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.